People. Que pasa, sapa, say what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News, where the difference is in the meds. Call it news with a buzz. Now there's a video that is circulating over social media. If you were not living under a rock, you would know that the World Cup is presently being played and that Jamaica, Reggae Girlz to be specific, are one of the 32 participants. We know that they draw the first match against France, number 5 ranked team, I think. And then they got a victory against Panama maybe about a day or so ago. They are supposed to face Brazil, I think, next week. Don't quote me. However, since the latest victory or the first victory in which the Reggae Girlz ever had in their history of World Cup being only 2019-2023. The first time them ever win. They lost 3 the first World Cup, them draw one a week ago, and then them draw one a couple of days ago. So therefore, we are seeing progress. We see say Andrew Holness and some politician in all sorts of video send out all sorts of congratulations to the Reggae Girl and how they are so proud and they make Jamaica proud. And in fact, they do. However, what disturbs me or what I find very strange is when we look at Andrew Holness or any other government before this. They are what we call proud fathers / SPERM donors. That if and when that child becomes something that is successful, they always want to seem as if they did their part. They played their part in the success. They contributed significantly to it. People, if you remember, whenever the Reggae Girlz were supposed to leave, it is said that they had to put up some sorts of GoFundMe. The regulatory body, whatever them name is, would soon pay for it. However, there was controversy, there was delay. We know, say, the corporate people them not really sponsor the Reggae Girlz. Them not jump on board on the bandwagon until it takes off, until it is popping. Same can be said about the government of Jamaica, because the truth and the fact is that there's a Ministry of Sport that's supposed to support whatever sports that is in Jamaica for children or professional. However, they don't do that. So therefore, it is not a priority. However, whenever there's any sorts of semblance of success, they always want to be the first to clout chase and get all sorts of political points off it. And such is the case in this case. They are like people that want to reap but never want to sow. They always want to be a part of the success. However, they are always MIA, missing in action for the building process. Don't know how they think. However, like them say, a user is just a user is just a user. And that is what the government of Jamaica, the Ministry of Sport, is. Even as it pertains to the Reggae Girlz. Success, back-to-back World Cup entrance. However, people don't know what they are waiting for. I guess they want to see them win the World Cup and then they will support it totally, because then it is more political point, more tourists for Jamaica. So in other words, they are users and ABUSERS. Point blank and period. Further on in the news. A couple of days ago, there was news circulating all over social media that dancehall artist known for his big song Flex, Mad Cobra, was locked up in South Carolina. Confirm. Popo them said them find 2 lock and also a Beretta 9mm. Confirm. Confirm he was given $125,000 bail 5,000 for the toll and 100,000 for the locks. However, it seems as if there was some sorts of concerts that was planned pre all of that before the Monkey Range dropping at the program in the Bahamas with a whole bunch of, old school artists. So Mr. Cobra made a post on social media saying that he is there in the Bahamas and he's calling up all of the artists. So therefore the man do road. This is the actual video. Take a listen, take a look, and then I'll give my piece.
Yep. Bahamas here in town. GRACED. Yeah, man. Tonight, mad as usual. Sickly scene in the brain. Mad Cobra as usual. We're here in Bahamas. This is a night. Tonight for the GRACED then. Shell. Everybody come shell it. Admiral. Terror Fabulous. Big. Everybody. Yeah, man. King Kong. We be down. Me, Mad Cobra. No song. We smash up. Bahamas with there.
So people, you see it for yourself. Don't know if he was there pre the incident in South Carolina when them catch him with the toe lock or afterwards. So people are say, hold on a minute. Is this some sort of publicity stunt to promote this concert? People, to me, in my opinion, that would be far-fetched. Here's the thing. Whenever you get locked up for any sort of thing, yes, the judge is going to be concerned if you are a flight risk. So therefore, if in your dibbling and dabbling in any sort of illicit trade, as in cocoa, you have a 9 to 5, say you live at Fort Lauderdale, Florida, then them are going to hold on pan your travel documents, be it your green card, your passports, your book, whatever it is, whatever your status is. However, if your regular 9 to 5 or job title is an artist and you're an artist that tours, that means you go to Europe, you go Bahamas, you go anywhere in the world, UK, wherever, then, they are not going to stop you from making your legitimate food. So therefore, that would be the stipulation, or that would be the criteria that you're under. So you can get bail, so they won't take away your passport. So therefore, them no want limit you from making a legitimate food, especially when you're on bail. And the thing is that Cobra is not like you and I, a nobody. That means we can always run away and go hide. That is how Cobra makes his food. He is a face that most people are going to know. So therefore, it makes no sort of sense. Film run go to Jamaica, run go to Bahamas, run go to UK, Canada, wherever. Somebody are going to spot him out. So therefore, even if him have the intention, it does not make any sort of sense. It is not rational thinking. And next important thing when I say people, I say, anytime people get in a problem and people like myself, blogger, talk the facts, as in, him get hold with tool lock, him get hold with a Glock or a tool. People say it is almost like you celebrate, you chat too much, you bad mind, you this, you that. So hold on a minute. What do you think blogging is? How you can listen when me say and know my mindset as if I am in a celebratory mode? I am not one that is here to sugarcoat anything. Me talk it like it is. Call it constructive criticism. Call it tough love, whichever way you want to put it. I am not the type of blogger that is looking for any sort of interview from anybody, so therefore me I go pretty much don't say what me have to say, give me honest opinion. Because in my opinion, if me talk about somebody or talk to them, it is just as effective as if them did it. So therefore, me as a person, my skill set, it does not make a difference. So therefore, I am not looking any sort of curry favor, me not look no sort of friendship. If you do good, me I go talk about it, and even worse, if you do bad, me I go talk about it and say. how you get yourself in a that sort of predicament. So maybe somebody that is thinking about it, have aspirations of doing the same thing, might take heed and might learn from that mistake. Like I always said, a wise man learns from his mistake. A wiser man learns from the mistakes of others. However, I understand whenever I talk because it is effective, because people listen, people know them feeling. So therefore, them want reverse psychology, a bad mind. How is it bad mind? Am I the person that gave him the BMW? Am I the person that put tool lock and a tool in the vehicle with him? Am I the person that told him to go here? Am I a beneficiary? Am I losing whether he goes up, whether him bingo or him flop or him fail? How does it affect me? How does it change my life in the simplest way or even the greatest way? It does not. So therefore, what is there to bad mind about? How is it that somebody like myself that is free, okay financially, okay career-wise, how me I go bad mind somebody that pretty much have probably less than what I have, don't know what he have, not watching anybody else's pocket, but me just I say, me free, I'm okay. If me get better, it would not change the standard of my living. How am I going to bad mind somebody like that, that is looking at 25 to 30 years? If what they say is true, chance of him beating that case is very minimal, unless divine intervention, unless somebody else are going to come and say, you know, say, and me put the tool lock in the car. Unless him beat it upon some sorts of technicality, it is going to be inevitable, unless of course he cooperates. So therefore, how is your life, how is your status that you think that somebody would bad mind somebody? Every time you don't have any source of defense, it is always bad mind. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Stop talk foolishness, point blank and period. Further on in the news, this one is called What If This Was Jamaica? I am speaking about a video that is making its round on social media. And people, if you've been living under a rock, there was some sorts of big coup d'etat in a place called Niger. Niger is in Africa. So pretty much military takeover. In this video, it is said that this man is the finance minister. And in the video, he was bawling. Pretty much, they gave him an ultimatum. Show up or find back all of the money that was stolen by your government and yourself. Or else, importantly, face EXECUTION within 48 hours. And I said to myself, wow, can you imagine if this ever happened in a Jamaica? If there's some sorts of intervention, that means some sorts of world court or even better, some sorts of coup d'etat by some righteous people. And them I tell these politicians, you have to find back all of the money that on a thief, every single one of them, dating back, make it retroactive, whoever alive have to find back and give back everything that they have stolen from the Jamaica people purse for the last couple of decades. In the video, this man a bawl crocodile tears. People, can you imagine what would happen? How many ministers, how many politicians, how many MP, how many people in a parliament would have to lock up? How many popo, how many DPP, how many prosecutors, how many everybody in a relevant authority that have anything that are beneficiaries of the public purse? Can you imagine how much of them would be put to DEATH when them ask which part the people them money there? We know that they've been stealing for a while. It has been going on for a very long time, a couple of decades. Me just say, it is just now with the advent of social media, where people that have any sorts of backbone, spine, intestinal fortitude can talk up and expose these criminals for exactly what they are. Because we know that the conventional media, them pretty much them hands tied behind them. Everything is all politically correct or politically motivated. So therefore, if them talk, more than likely they are going to lose their job. They are going to get blacklisted, which is kind of strange for a country that claims that it is democratic. However, we see what is going on with the chairman of the Popo Federation. You can talk, however, only when it is to the advantage of the corrupted politician. So in other words, walk and live, shut your mouth and live, or talk, and it is DEATH or career, SUICIDE, without a shadow of a doubt. People, the sad reality is that Jamaica is just like the movies that we used to watch back in the days, when we saw all of these places that are dictatorship run. Jamaica is absolutely just like that. Them say one thing, them preach one thing, however they practice the next thing. It is as bad as it gets. And people, unless there is some sort of divine intervention, some sort of external intervention, all of us as Jamaican living overseas or locally, our little country is only going to get worse and worse under the present management, under the present leadership, whether a JLP or PNP. They have no solution, they have no answers, they have no intention of making any of us any sorts of better. It is always self-gratification, and they make sure that they have their puppets in the appropriate place, so therefore they can continue to be crooked, continue to be corrupt, and continue to get away with it. It is obvious, point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. Bless up.